Video games allow players to create their own experiences, make their own choices, and be whoever they want to be. But while many games are pure expressions of artistic freedom, others are just cynical attempts to sell you something, whether it's a product, a personality, or a lifestyle. It's embarrassing for the companies who make these games, but it's almost worse for the players who get tricked into paying to play them. If you've fallen for one of these, don't worry, we won't tell anyone, but you may want to hang your head in shame as we take a look at the most embarrassing video game cash grabs you've ever played. And even if you haven't played some of these games, it's pretty embarrassing just to watch these disasters in action. Shaq-Fu. If you thought Space Jam was the most random bit of pop culture junk featuring a basketball player battling aliens, you clearly haven't played the 1994 release Shaq-Fu. Starring NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq-Fu allows players to control Shaq as he battles the evil forces of an interdimensional alien mummy to save the life of an innocent child, which honestly sounds a lot cooler than the game actually is. Actor, rapper, video game fighter, is there anything Shaq can't do other than rap, act, or fight?
I'm yummy and I know it. Do 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 do. Oh, my bad.
Barney's hide-and-seek game. Unless you're 4 years old, playing a Barney video game will do nothing but invite ridicule. That's not just because you're playing a game literally meant for toddlers, it's because you're playing a very stupid game meant for toddlers. As you might expect, Barney's hide-and-seek game is about hide-and-seek. As Barney, you find 5 friends and 5 presents, and then you've beaten the stage. Do that a handful of times and you've won the game! Sure, you expect a children's game to be easy, but Barney takes this to the ultimate extreme. If you set the controller down, Barney will just walk to the end of the level and win without you doing anything. Yes, the game literally plays itself, rendering the whole thing completely pointless, even for the actual children it was meant for. Simpsons Wrestling. In 2001, pro wrestling was more popular than ever, so naturally, video games got in on the trend. That's why we got The Simpsons Wrestling, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Wrestling matches starring your favorite characters from The Simpsons, each of whom has particular special attacks. Flanders prays and hits you with lightning. Barney throws mugs of beer at you. Krusty uses clown gadgets. You get the idea. It actually sounds awesome, but unfortunately it's tainted by terrible graphics, bad controls, and worse sound. Bummer, man. Bible Adventures. If you love video games and God, the 1991 NES title Bible Adventures might be your salvation. It contains 3 mini-games, though they're all variations on a theme. In Noah's Ark, Noah brings animals to the Ark. In Baby Moses, Miriam brings baby Moses down the Nile. And in David vs. Goliath, David brings lost sheep to safety before finally battling Goliath. Even more fun, the game has various power-ups, which include Bible verses you can read. Step aside, Mario, Moses is here. Pepsiman. Ever wanted to be a cola-themed superhero whose only power is jogging? Then Pepsiman was literally made for you! Released exclusively in Japan in 1999, the goal of Pepsiman is to control the titular hero as he saves people from thirst by running around and distributing cold cans of Pepsi. Not getting the message yet? Well, don't worry, because the cutscenes between stages are Pepsi ads featuring dudes drinking Pepsi. And that's it. That's the entire game.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Mary-Kate and Ashley Magical Mystery Mall. In the 2000 PlayStation game Mary-Kate and Ashley Magical Mystery Mall, players have to perform a series of tasks to lift a curse that prevents girls from leaving a strictly regimented world where they're forced to only do stereotypically feminine activities. As a metaphor for the challenges facing 20th century feminism, it's interesting. But as a video game, Magical Mystery Mall is terrible. Not only because it totally buys into its own stereotypes, but also because it's just incredibly boring. In the game, the Olsens buy a magical necklace that freezes the entire mall and traps them in it forever unless they can find the gems that will reverse the curse. They do that by playing mini-games like getting dressed up for a photo shoot, filming a music video, and serving pizza. Cue the Olsen twins' pizza video meme.
Pasta! Put it in the pizza!
Complete all these tasks and you're free. Free to never play this game again.